Mike is karaoke Mike, and I am not. I am just microphone Adam. So, my name's Adam Green. I've been I guess I could do that, but I like this. As long as they can hear me in the back. No, okay, well then I will handhold it. Does this work? I can't hear it here, but I can hear it there. It's like, I feel like I'm, who's that one chick who just screwed up on New Year's Eve? Mariah Carey. Because she couldn't hear herself, so she just mic dropped and walked out. I'm not gonna walk out, I'm gonna stick around. So my name's Adam. This has been my full-time job sharing Young Living for the past 5 years. I've been actually using Young Living products for 17 years. I am 40 years old. Just kidding. I've been using the product since I was 10. So I wasn't able to join when I was 10, but my mom did. So my mom is a physiotherapist and an acupuncturist from Rocky Mountain House, Alberta. And in the year 2000, she was at a women's natural health conference in Edmonton, Alberta, and she heard a speaker that day from British Columbia, Dr. Carolyn DeMarco, and she had read lots of her books and studied some of her programs. And so she talked to Dr. DeMarco after the event and told her about her practice. My mom's been in practice for 36 years, a specialization in pediatrics and children. And Dr. DeMarco was like, "Are you using essential oils?" And my mom was kind of caught off guard because she thought oils were just aromatic plants, kind of like Febreze in a ball. They just smell good, but no real health benefits. She didn't know any different. This is 2000s. It's a little while ago. It's not nearly as cool as it is these days. On trend, hippie. And but she trusted the source of the information. So Dr. DeMarco told her this. So she goes, "Well, I'll give anything a try. If you say it should be good, then I'll give it a go." So she bought her starter kit, just like you guys all did. And back then it was 7 oils and no diffuser. That was the starter kit. And so she practiced at home on her children. So myself and my 3 siblings got oiled up, and she saw great benefits with us. I know you guys are big fans of Peace and Calming. She liked Peace and Calming for us too, which is back in stock today. We already covered that? Yeah, cool. So I was the one they needed the Peace and Calming on the most. I'm a Peace and Calming child. And so she saw great results with her kids, then moved it to her practice, saw great results with her patients, and that has been a whole 17-year journey of health and wellness for us. I was grateful when Young Living came around, because before that, we had more Chinese herbs and tinctures and stuff that doesn't taste good, whereas this stuff smells good, most of it. It all tastes good, and just a lot of benefits to it. So because of how I was raised and the mom I had, I've had the opportunity to have really great health and wellness. I have never been to a doctor for anything but a broken bone. I've never filled a prescription in my life because I've just been taught to take care of myself preventatively versus put a Band-Aid over a symptom and medicate it. So I don't even know how to fill a prescription, and it's just because I've been taught to take care of myself and be preventative. So now I'm very passionate about sharing that message and what our products can do with people, because there's so many people out there who I realized when I went to college, not everyone was raised with my mom. And so, nobody was raised with my mom. And so now it's really cool to see so many young families who are bringing these into their life and seeing the results now. It's just so rewarding for me to be part of this journey. I used to be a personal trainer. I did that for 3 years after college, and then I left that in November of 2011, and I quit my job, and I said, you know what, I can reach and help more people with Young Living. Just today, we've got about 75 people in the room here. We had 130 in Kelowna, so I've been able to share my story and some messages with 200 people today. Before, as a personal trainer, I would see 18 people a day maximum, 18 people for half an hour each, 8-hour day. So just today, the impact would have taken me 13 days of full-time work to reach as many people as today. So that is kind of one of the reasons I really like the business, because there's so much more leverage and we can help more people in less time. So I saw the amount of hours and effort and energy I was putting into my job and not getting a raise and not increasing my financial future. And I just realized that I should be able to do better for myself at 22. So instead of doing what most young adults do, if they're not happy with their job, they're not happy with their pay, it's very normal for us to be suggested to go back to school, get another degree, get another job, and then maybe it'll come out better. So I just looked at student loan statistics. Most people carry student loan debt. On average in Canada, it takes 18 years to pay off a student loan. 18 years to pay off a student loan. And the funny thing they don't tell you at guidance counseling is student loan debt is one of the, in some ways, a worse kind of debt. Like even if you declare bankruptcy, it doesn't get rid of student loan debt. It can get rid of lots of other debts, but it doesn't get rid of student loan debt. So in the US, it's over $1 trillion. It's the single largest form of consumer debt. It's higher than every adult credit card. So at 22, I just said, I'm not happy with my pay. I'm not happy with my lifestyle, working split shifts. It's not a good, I knew enough I didn't want to do that with kids and a wife. I was single at 22. So I looked at my options, and I was introduced to the wealth building profession of network marketing as being a vehicle that I could take instead of going back to college, because I knew if I went to college for 4 more years, I would for sure be spending $30,000 to $40,000 minimum. I would have 4 years of lost wages because I'd be spending that time in school, studying, learning, and whatnot. And at the end of that 4 years, I would be 26. I would have a statistically high chance of carrying consumer debt through student loans. And the only guarantee was that I had more letters behind my name, and I had no guarantee of a better paying job, of a job in general, because I've got a brother. He's smarter than me in many, many ways, and I've got 2 brothers who are engineers. So back when my youngest brother went into college, he went in for engineering, and he came out into a workforce that very quickly in Alberta did not need a lot of engineers in the oil and gas industry. So he just went on 15 months worth of not having a job. Again, 5 years before looked like a great thing. He's coming out of it, just got another job again, but you don't have a guarantee at the end of that journey to have anything but a piece of paper. So I knew the stats, I did the research, and I said, okay, if I just put the same level of effort, intensity, and focus into a business like Young Living, and I did it for 4 years the exact same way I would put that effort into a degree, if I came out of Young Living after 4 years with no debt and earning more than I would earn with my degree, passively, then I had not only beaten the statistics, but I had a better plan in front of me. In fact, if it took 8 years to get to that point, when you look at how long it takes to pay off a student loan debt, like I had to me it seemed like, okay, there's like an awesome path here that I've got no idea why not as many people are taking. And then there's the rest of really my generation, like lemmings, going one certain route because there's just so much peer pressure around that area. It's just like if you're not going to post-secondary, it's almost like assume like you're either poor or stupid or you can't do it. So there's like a stigma around it. So anyway, that's my rant. I did not do that in Kelowna this morning. But that was the journey I went on. So that was my mindset 5 years ago. And my goal is simply to earn $3,000 a month from Young Living every single month at the end of 4 to 5 years, because that's more than I was making personal training, and if I could do that from home, no debt, I am financially ahead of the game. So I have, in the past 5 years, we've grown a great business. I reached the rank of Royal Crown Diamond 2 years ago. I'm the highest ranking member in Young Living Canada, the only Royal Crown Diamond currently for now, because I know there's lots of you coming up into that position. And so I'm positioned as one of like the top 30 members of the company. Again, factor this in, the company's 24 years old. I'm 27 years old. When the company was founded, I was like 3.5, 4 years old. So there wasn't like a timing where you can like get in at like a favorable position or whatever kind of myths are out there around network marketing. I simply joined and then went to work and treated it like an actual business versus just dabbling in it, which is what most and many people do. So that's been my journey and experience, and I'm going to share with you just where, in the position I'm at, I've got a high level of view over the Canadian marketplace. I get to communicate with corporate on a very personal basis, and they consult with me on what the field is looking for, what we can do to make Young Living Canada greater. So I'm going to just share with you some statistics, some numbers, and then how we can make 2017 our best year ever. So I'm from Alberta, born and raised. And up front, we've got a chart here. These are the top 4 markets for Young Living in Canada. Alberta is number 1. Ontario is number 2. British Columbia this year just squeaked out number 3. Congratulations, you beat Saskatchewan. Number 4. So, hey, you're picking up the trend here. So, population-wise, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You just beat number 4. Look at the advantage you have. Like, don't clap too hard. So then we look at sales. These are the sales figures. Alberta's blue, Ontario's green, and then BC's barely squeaking with Saskatchewan. Manitoba is 5th, and then New Brunswick is 6th, which is fascinating because Quebec has 8 million people in it. Quebec isn't even in the top 6. Ontario has 12 million people, at least. Alberta's got 4, BC's got about 4, Saskatchewan's got 1. So when we look at what has gone on in the past, where 2016 sales ended, if Alberta is our baseline, and Alberta has, let's say, reached its potential, which we've reached in Red Deer, where I'm from, we've reached approximately 2% of the population, so great market penetration. I know lots of you are surprised because everyone thinks, well, everyone in Red Deer must do oils. There's like 6 diamonds there. There's so many things going on. We've reached 2% of the population. 98% of the population has not been affiliated with Young Living. So if Alberta is our baseline, Alberta is about 3 to 4 times bigger than Saskatchewan. So Saskatchewan's right around that same trend. Ontario should be 3 times bigger because Ontario is 3 times bigger than Alberta. So just on a sheer population basis, they should be stomping us all. And then British Columbia is down there hanging out with Saskatchewan. So here is what I see for 2017, and it's one of the reasons why I just moved to British Columbia. We moved here 7 months ago because there is a, to put it in like a very professional term, there is a whackload of opportunity here in British Columbia. Because the way I see it after being here for just 7 months, British Columbia is a little bit more of a favorable environment for Young Living than Alberta. Like, you guys are a lot more crunchy, a lot more granola. Everyone, like, you actually know, most people know what oils are, and it's not like coming from the, well, it is coming from the ground, but it's not like spewing out like crude. So I look at these numbers and I go, okay, BC is 1/3 the size of Alberta. We're the same population, so at the very least, British Columbia should grow 3 times more than where we're at right now just to like come up to par. And then if we assume that this is a better environment for Young Living than Alberta, then you have the growth that it should be above Alberta. So I look at this and I see 6 to 9 times the growth available potential just in BC, just to get to where we should be, and then we can build off of from there. So, and like these charts are in like millions and millions of dollars, so 6 to 9% growth, or not 6 to 9%, 6 to 9 times growth is a substantial amount of potential revenue. Just in Red Deer, Alberta, we have, we developed 6 diamonds and above, so 5 diamonds and a Royal Crown diamond within the Red Deer area. In British Columbia, in our team, we don't have any diamonds currently. In fact, our highest ranking member in all of British Columbia in our team, where is Lisa? Lisa Blackstock. Give a wave, just like a little hello. Well, they're immigrants. We're immigrants. We came across the border. We came across the wall, the mountains. Like, there's like, you know, Jolene and Dwayne are diamonds in Kelowna now. I'm a Royal Crown diamond. We've got a platinum on Vancouver Island. But we're just all coming over. We're building Alberta so we can get out and come here and enjoy the lake. Like, come on. Like, is this lake frozen? Is this frozen? Little bit. Like, Jolene and I did an event in Kelowna in February of 3 years ago. And like, we're like, what is this sorcery? The lake isn't frozen. Like, it's February. There wasn't even snow on the ground. And we're like freezing back in Alberta. So Jolene moved 6 months later. It took me 2.5 years more. But this is simply meant to show you, and next slide has a little more details just on like 5th and 6th, just so we can show how small they are. There's a lot of opportunity here. So my entire family's in Alberta. My wife's entire family, we're all based out of Red Deer. We picked up and moved to Lake Country, British Columbia, just outside of Kelowna in July 13th, because one, it's beautiful and gorgeous, and it's not minus 45 in the winter. And also because from a pure business perspective, I know the potential that's here. And so instead of just like hoping it happens, we're going to make it happen. So I've been in and out of this region for the past 3 years, doing event to event. We were here in Salmon Arm probably, I'm trying to look, last time I was here a year ago? March. So like 10 months ago was the last time I was out here. And then since moving in, now we can expand and grow here. So, we've never really had like a big meeting in Kamloops, and now it's my backyard pretty much. Salmon Arm, Kelowna, Penticton, Osoyoos, like none of these regions have like anything. Kelowna, is that like the biggest city in like the inner? Yeah. Kamloops is bigger? All right, well, just to put perspective, in all of Kelowna, we've got like 500 members who are in Young Living. Like, that's not a lot, like at all. Oh, there's 100,000, and that doesn't include like the little like pop-up shops like Lake Country and Vernon. I know but like a pop-up shop of 20,000 people, a pop-up shop of 30,000 people. Huge potential, and I get to see some numbers and charts, and I like this stuff, so I like look at it and go like, okay, I'm not moving to New Brunswick, sorry. Which I'm sure it's great. My wife's family's from New Brunswick originally, but I'm not going to Manitoba, it's just not the same. I'm going to take that yellow piece of the pie, and we're going to blow it up. So, BC, I was trying to think of I know it stands for like bring cash or something. I was going to try and like think of something else. So we're going to I'm just going to make up a spot, and we're going to call it like bank cash. We're going to bank cash because we're going to help people get so much healthier. I just made that up. It wasn't very good, so just remember this joke earlier, and that'll be my legacy here in Salmon Arm. What's my next slide? Let's do this thing. Oh, and so when I left my job in November of 2011, so basically launched my business January of 2012, I said, okay, my goal was after 4 years, instead of having another degree and a fancy title, I would just have, they gave me a weird title, like Royal Crown Diamond. It's kind of, I don't need a crown or anything like that, but I wish it was like Starfleet Commander or something. But here was our growth from 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. At the end of that 4-year period, instead of just coming out with, my $3,000 a month in income, that was my goal, we did over $50 million in revenue for the company in that 4-year period. So, and that is, again, just like, I look at our past 5 years, and I think that's the baseline for what we're going to do now. It's the stepping stone. It's, back in 2011, 2012, those, nobody here was really around back then, but like Jeline and Dwayne, who I was with this morning, the people who started with me, like, I didn't know anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any leadership skills. I learned as our business grew, and now, 5 years in, we've got a lot more experience, a lot more tools, just a lot more things in our repertoire that we can just be more effective at what we do. So where 2016 and 2017 and beyond is going is fantastic. We'll see what I got next for you. Oh, income disclosure stuff. So the thing with titles, the silver, gold, platinum, if you're not like in the Young Living world, you got no clue what that means. It doesn't mean anything to you. So this is where I like the income disclosure, because it actually equates to dollars, which is what everyone understands. Did I not bring my book up here? Well, look on page 6. Did everyone get those things? Do you guys get the things, the books? The things, flip books? The things. So you can't read this because it's small, so there's one in your bag. If you go to page 6 on the oily opportunity side, this will lay this out right in front of you, and I think this is quite powerful when you look at the numbers. Do I want that one? Yeah, I'll take one. Give me one. I stole it from you last time, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Just always taking them. I gotta. So we're on oily opportunity. It looks like that. We're going to go to page 6. Page 6. Is that 6 pages? It is 6 pages. If anybody in the room who's earned more than $500 from Young Living, if you just want to stand up just for a moment, stand up, everyone. I know it's there. Anyone who's earned more than $500 at one point with Young Living. All right, cool. Yep. Sweet. Rock and roll. So the reason I picked that number is because, so I met with a financial advisor, a few of them the past year, and just talking different ways to diversify and what to do with money that you earn. And so I met a guy, and he was super interesting. He does private equity investments. And so he takes money and puts it in something, and anyway, that's his job, not mine. So anyway, when you're doing investing, it was very interesting to sit through the spiel on which they give you, because they make you sign all these things, saying, I understand I could lose all my money. I understand that this is not a guarantee. I understand we're basing this off of forecasts. He also made write down that, okay, this is a 3 to 5 year investment plan. You're putting your money in, and you're not going to see it for 3 to 5 years. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, it's not liquid. So you're investing in 3 to 5 years. It can all go away. It could appreciate, but it could all go away. You've got no control over it because you're not running these businesses. Now give me your money. And the goal is, these are like aggressive portfolio stuff, 8% return plus maybe some dividend extra. So the reason I picked $500, because I did the math. To earn $500 a month from this aggressive investment where I'm signing my life away, saying it could all be gone in 3 to 5 years, $75,000 in cash to earn $500 a month. $500 a month, you need to have 75 grand tied up, 3 to 5 years, non-liquid. You can't use it for your family. You can't invest in your health. It is tied up, and you can't control it. And it just gave me a perspective. One, imagine how more successful we'd be in our business if we locked ourselves in to the mindset to this page 6 and said, I'm giving this 3 to 5 years. That's what I did. We do it for financial investing. We do it for a degree. But if we build our business and after 6 months we haven't hit the goal we want, we're ready to write it off. That's so short term. You can't get a degree in 6 months. You're not going to get to whatever your goal is here necessarily in 6 months as well. And I just realized how valuable our business actually is because I get to help people every single day. Moms from home, sales reps, whatever your background is, earn an extra $500 a month because even just $500 is like having 75 grand tied up in an investment portfolio that you can't touch. To make an extra $1,000 a month, 150 grand. Make $2 grand a month, passively every month coming in from your investments, $300,000 you need to have tied up, high risk, signing away, it could all be gone. You buy a rental property, same thing, you're investing in the equity of the property. If the property's empty, you're not generating revenue from it. There's risk, there's money up front. What we have for $199.75, which is the price of a starter kit, and the ability to leverage tax advantages for home-based business owners to help people with their health and wellness, and to be able to grow asset income is second to none. I feel like if everybody knew what I know, and everyone would do it. The numbers don't lie, and when I look at other ways that I could make money outside of working a regular job, I couldn't figure out. I was able to invest some money with this guy. I asked him first also, how much do you got in this deal? Because I talked to lots of other financial people, and they don't have anything in it. I'm like, why is it so good if you're not doing it? Why would I give you my money? That's just kind of my policy. I don't necessarily trust somebody who doesn't eat what they're cooking. So the guy I invested with, he's got more in than I got in. So I'm going, okay, you got more skin in the game than I do, which is why also it's important to be your own product. You got to be in for your people to be in. You got to use the products if you expect your people to experience the benefits of the products. But when I look at the ability to earn just an extra $500 to $1,000 a month from home, being with great people and great products, empowering people, and you don't have to fork out 75 grand, you don't even have to fork out 10 grand. If the starter kit was $5,000, there would be way less of you in the room, but the ones who would be way more committed and driven. That's kind of we have a mini-ish franchise model, very much. So we get to leverage Young Living's brand, leverage their marketing, leverage their product support, leverage their development, and we get to build our own sub-brand within it. But it doesn't cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars. You get the price of a regular franchise. It's in. Everyone here has a book. Everyone's got a book. Everyone's got a book. No. No. Does everyone have my book? Yeah. So again, I wrote that because I can only be in so many places at once. 2 years ago, I flew 120,000 miles. I was in Australia, I was in Singapore, and I just realized I couldn't be everywhere. And at one point, I need to get a little more balance in my life when I started getting close to having kids and stuff. So that book, you can read in 30 minutes or less. It's very short. Pretty much every statistic you hear, whether it's related to student loan debt, franchising costs, the opportunity costs that we have here, is all in that. So you can read that tonight or tomorrow. The last event we did in Kelowna, a lady got it. She read it that night, sent me a message. She closed her first business presentation 2 days later because she had the confidence to talk about it because of what she learned. So don't just let that sit at home and collect dust. We've got a great opportunity in front of us. Do you want to advance my slide, Debbie? Natural health products, second being consumables, third being the Elite Express program, fourth is ER enhancements, and fifth is ER on enrollment. So we're going to start with natural health products. So natural health products, or NHPs for short, are regulated by Health Canada. They have taken the research and information that is out there on aromatherapy products, and they create what's called like an aromatherapy monograph, and they just say, lavender, the research shows that lavender is good for this, this, and this, and so if a company invests the money to be registered with Health Canada for that product, you now can associate those health claims with the product. So prior to 2017, and we can advance the slide, Debbie, almost all of our products were registered as cosmetics. So we've been able to build a business in Canada for a while, but they're registered under cosmetic labeling, which means you could describe the aroma of the product. It was more of Health Canada recognized it as like a perfume, but it didn't have lots of health benefits to it. And any product that did, we weren't just supposed to talk about the benefits because it wasn't what they're approved for, and it's regulated. So, we lost 2 products, Deep Relief and Stress Away, because the names implied a health benefit, but they're registered as cosmetics. So Young Living invested very, very heavily in this segment over the last year, and they launched 50 natural health products in a 12-month period. It's the most Health Canada has ever seen any company do, ever. Like, not like an oil company or a network marketing company, but any health and wellness company. They said they've never seen anybody push through as many products in 1 year that Young Living did. Yeah. We launched 96 new products in the marketplace in 2016. We've got about like 200 or 220-ish, something like that. It grows like every month. So we literally doubled our product offering in 2016. And there's more to come in 2017. We added in not only natural health products, but products that are consumable and supplements. So there's just a wide variety of benefits available. We are the first network marketing company to launch oils as natural health products. So that's pretty cool. As far as the amount that we have done, there's more that are already approved. They just haven't launched the marketplace yet. I can tell you that things like Life 9, Super B, Multigreens, Master Formula, these are all different types of supplements, are already almost through the process. So we should see those in a shorter period of time compared to other ones. Most network marketing companies are not investing in Canada like this because it's so easy just to be like, you're close to the US, we'll just tag you on. You can be like our extra big brother up north. They don't invest in Canada because it's very expensive to do all this registrations. You have to multiple languages. Everything has to have French and English. You have to just invest a whole lot of money. And Young Living Canada is doing that in us because we built it before, and now they're providing better resources, training, support, and product offerings. If we didn't go and build it and create the need for it, they wouldn't have done what they've done and invested on their end. So we have a large amount of products that were launched. In fact, the largest network marketing company in the world, that's over 10 times the size of Young Living, does over $10 billion in revenue, currently only has 5 more natural health products approved than Young Living Canada. So again, when I look at opportunity costs and the ability to grow here, Young Living has invested as much as other companies, 10 times the size. Like a $10 billion a year company that doesn't have products like we have. So that gets me excited, as you can tell. Next slide, I believe. Yeah, so here are the claims that are approved for natural health products. Headaches, acne, coughs and cold, eczema and dermatitis, rheumatoid arthritis, strains, sprains, digestive discomfort, burns, cuts, bruises, and other minor skin irritations, stressed and uptight. So any product approved under the aromatherapy monograph will have one or more of these claims. You'll notice in the bottom of every oil, it's called an NPN number. That is the number that's registered with Health Canada. It needs to have that. So on the next slide, we'll see some of our very popular ones. And that last slide had marjoram on it. Fun fact, marjoram is good for everything on that list except for acne. So if you don't know what to put on it, put marjoram on it. Should cover you pretty good. Deep Relief is new to Canada as of last month. Went 12 months without this product because it was registered as a cosmetic. Deep Relief implies a health benefit, I guess. And so now it's good for nervine comative, help relieve joint and muscle pain with sprains, strains of rheumatoid arthritis, coughs and colds, digestive discomfort. Deep Relief, super popular product, is in a 15 ml bottle. That's unique to Canada. Most markets only have a 10 ml. We've got a 15, so rock on. So Deep Relief is back. And the next one, Stress Away. This is another great one, back last month as well. And again, look, it's good for everything. So when in doubt, use Stress Away and marjoram. Is that good for acne? Yeah, acne and boils. So there you go. If you got Stress Away and marjoram, you can fix anything. Like, just mix them together, marjoram, Stress Away. You can think of something funny. But again, look, NPN number, that's it. So great products, great benefits, great approved claims. Lots of other companies don't have this. Many of them make health claims, like we did. Truthfully, we made health claims before we had the registration for it. But eventually, you get slapped on the wrist for it, and they say, like, bad oil company, you can't say that. And that's the regulation part of it, and you know it's important. But we've invested heavily to give us a very strong competitive edge because we are a strong Canadian entity. We're not just a U.S. subsidiary. We are our own business. We've got a dedicated support team. We've got dedicated staff. We actually have an office in Calgary. There's a very much large amount of investment in Young Living Canada. And this next slide is Sulfurzyme, I believe. Sulfurzyme. Boom. Boom. This is my favorite supplement, one of my favorites. So Sulfurzyme is a combination of MSM and wolfberry. Pretty simple, a couple ingredients. It is used by our bodies every single day. It helps to relieve joint pain associated with osteoarthritis and osteoarthritis of the knee. It's a source of antioxidants that help protect the cells against free radicals, and it's a source of antioxidants that helps reduce oxidative cell damage. So this is available in Canada as a pill, capsule, and it's currently in the US as a powder, which tastes actually really good. So if you like to add to smoothies or you don't like pills, period, get the powder from the US. You can use your points for it. You can order it. Some people get really caught up on the US-Canada thing. As far as pricing, it's very, very similar. When they bring a product to Canada, it's priced in Canadian dollars, so they convert it over for you. You can buy it from the US. They'll convert it on your credit card. Pretty close. When you see the benefits of this product, it's worth any cost to get it. Look, I got some testimonials here for you on the next slide. My sister had bad osteoarthritis, and on rainy days, she would cry, cry, cry. Sounds like a song. I got her started on Sulfurzyme, and she said she can sit for longer periods now and doesn't flare up with changes of the weather. Pretty cool. Maybe it's just a fluke. Let's see. I started using it for my hair falling out, which it helped tremendously for, and then I realized it helped my carpal tunnel, and since taking this, I've had no more pain and numbness in my hands, and better yet, no more cortisone shots. Sweet. What about our fur babies? My auntie's 170-pound baby, Doug, has arthritis in his hips and was previously taking glucosamine. He's only 4 years old. She recently started him on Sulfurzyme powder. She told me that he is able to go up and down the stairs again. Now he's on Sulfurzyme. She's noticed a huge improvement. Way to go, fur baby. My mom won't be without Sulfurzyme. It's not my mom, her mom. For her osteoarthritis, she was getting cortisone shots to alleviate pain. I suggested she try Sulfurzyme instead. She felt relief within 3 days. Side note, if you're taking a supplement, any person who's telling you to take a supplement, any healthcare provider will say take it for 3 months, 90 days, before you make a decision on if it's helping you or not. Not 30 days, not 60, 90 days. 3 months to see if it's taking a full benefit. She said she saw a result with osteoarthritis in 3 days, never taken another shot, relies on Sulfurzyme. She's 93 and still going. Next slide. Rob used to get out of bed by crawling on the floor first and then lifting himself to his feet by holding onto the furniture. After a diagnosis of degenerative disc disease and osteoarthritis, we added this to his supplement list. Amazing. He now walks upright like a 21st century man from morning until night. I've recently been diagnosed with osteoarthritis and have had severe nerve pain. I take 4 a day, which is the recommended dose, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the morning, afternoon, yep. And my pain is gone. I love this stuff. I also suffer from degenerative disc disease. My pain was so severe, it was debilitating. My arm still tingles, but the nerve pain is gone. All the doctor could do was offer pain meds. I gratefully declined. Thank you, Young Living. And 3 years ago, I had an x-ray that showed arthritis in my lower back and SI joint area. After less than a year on Sulfurzyme, my x-rays show no sign of arthritis, and I can move better than I have in years. It's my very own miracle. I could build an entire business on this one product. You take away every oil, every supplement, every cleaning product, this product with these results, I could build it. because these are real people. I just pulled this off, when we launched this product, we did a little post in our Facebook group, and I said, who has a cool story using Sulfurzyme? Before this was even in Canada. This is just people who bought it from the US and were experiencing the benefits. I pulled like 6 testimonials out of like 80. People like nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. And that's like 80 people on Facebook who are using the product. We've got like the amount of people who deal with these issues, and we've got a result for them. Very affordably priced product. I believe it's about $77 for a bottle, and that will last you 2.5 months at labeled dosage. A container contains 300 capsules. You take 4 a day. If you have severe issues, amp it up. Like it's a good product. It's wolfberry and MSM. You Google MSM, you will find so many benefits. There's books written just on the benefits of MSM. It's a really long name. I'm not going to say it. I say MSM. So when you look at that, like that's like less than $25 a month for those results, with just that one product. And then you put on some deep relief on the afflicted area as well, get some joint relief from sprains, strains, and rheumatoid arthritis. We have super powerful products that are formulated to work, that do work, and provide great results. So this is an exciting product. Next slide is, so we're talking the benefits of NHPs, and then corporate has gone and invested time and resources to provide tools to share these effectively. So when you go into your virtual office, this is your virtual office, you click Member Resources, there's a tab called NHP Tools. Just in Member Resources to begin with, tons of literature, information, resources, empowering you. You don't need to be a graphic designer and make cool little graphics. They've got usage cards for every single product. They hired the graphic designer. They designed it. They hired a videographer, did videos for well, not everyone, the first 19 that came out. They got product labels. They got FAQs. This natural remedies guide, it's right on there. Or if you just Google Young Living Natural Remedies Guide, right on their website now, there's a great guide that lists all the things, whether it's acne, eczema, rheumatoid arthritis, and it has them all segmented based on issue, and then it lists every single oil that has an approved claim for it. So someone says, hey, like, I'm struggling with headaches, like a very good first link is just to that natural remedies guide, because it actually says what's approved and registered for that specific ailment to support it. So they have that online, and also Lori Berger, our head of marketing, just came out with an entire NHP link. So people, again, want to see, if you want to know what all is available, right on the website, it's got an NHP tab, and it lists all 50 products, and you can click on them, find their benefits. In your virtual office, when you're under Essential Awards, you can click on natural health products, and they're all listed there. We're making it very much the forefront of the focus in 2017 because it is something that we have that not a lot of other people have. And if they do have it, they've got it in very small amounts, not the same amount we do, and it's going to keep going. Like this month, we just launched Melissa as an NHP. It's great. We got great stuff coming. So that is one of our biggest strengths and where I see us having the most growth going forward, because we have so much power in our voices and in our testimonials, because the products work and we can use approved claims for it. Before, we built that great business, sold like $50 million worth of product over that time frame without these types of approvals and claims. So again, I look at what we can do with it. What's my next slide here? Is it Ningxia Red? Is my Ningxia Red? Ningxia Red. Favorite supplement. I've been taking this since I was 10. This is the 3rd generation product. So before it was called Berry Young Juice, came in like this giant thing. It was not tasty, but it worked. And then they reformulated it, and they made Ningxia Red Juice, and then this came out like 3 or 4 years ago in the current format, because research changes, product formulation changes, they find out how they can do things better. This one, I think, has 9 times more essential oils in it than the previous formulation of it, more oils, so they're always looking to amp things up, but this is the #1 supplement that most people start with Young Living. They normally start with their Everyday Oils kit as like a very first starter kit purchase. Thieves kit is usually a very strong second, because the benefits of Thieves are unreal. It's a complete household transformation. And then this is a great starter supplement for you, your kids. They actually like the flavor of it. And those little pouches, you can just freeze them and then cut off the top, and they turn into nice little freezies in the summer. So instead of having those like giant ones that you probably grew up with that are filled with, red number 40 and yellow number 80 or whatever they are, You can give them great antioxidant benefits, and this is the superior antioxidant drink on the marketplace. My next slide is Elite Express. So this is page 7. So we looked at page 6. It talked about the income potential and what the average pay is per rank. Also noting on page 6, not only will they give you a commission for sharing the products and building a team, but they also have leadership rank retreats. So from every rank from silver onwards, they send you on a free, all expenses paid vacation where you get to immerse yourself with other Young Living leaders, and you get to visit a farm. So silver, the retreat is to the Utah Lavender Farm. Gold, it is to Spokane, to the St. Mary's Farm. Platinum, it's to Ecuador. And then Diamond rotates every year. So last year for Diamond Retreat, we went to Hawaii, and we visited the Sandalwood Farm. The year before, I went to Croatia and visited the Croatian Helichrysum Farm. Year before, I went to Southern Provence and went to their lavender farm. This year, the Diamond Retreat is to Australia, where we get to go to the Blue Cypress Farm. So, like the whole Seed to Seal slogan, it isn't just a slogan, it is a way of life for the company. They don't, every company will have like recognition retreats, but every single one for Young Living has a farm experience because it is the heart of our founder. It is what makes us different, and they want every single trip to be affiliated with that. So not only do you get paid, and you get the ability to earn trips, but they also have this new incentive program called Elite Express. This is on page 7. Before, when we first started our business, this program launched in 2013. 2013? 2012. Launched in 2012. And before, it was just silver and 6. So it was 1 carat. You know, we were talking about carrots earlier. 1 little extra perk. And it spiked a lot of growth within the company because people before were building their business without a game plan. They did not have a goal when they wanted to reach something by. They just would hit whatever rank whenever it happened, but they never actually was intentional about setting a goal saying, I want to hit silver by this time, I want to hit gold by this time. And so when you start a journey without a destination and an end in mind, you kind of just float around. So they upgraded this program last year to give a complete 18-month roadmap and goal. They call it Elite Express. It is meant to be elite. It is for people who like to be challenged, who want to perform on a high level. It is not set so low that every single person will do it. It strategically picked based on their statistics on how many people usually hit this and to try and stretch people. So Elite Express, you've got the breakdown on page 7. Executive in 3 is the first one, then silver in 6, gold in 6, platinum in 5. You'll notice that these pictures, they look pretty good and stuff. Executive in silver is all there. The gold one, it's got some Ningxia Red and some Thieves and an iPad. That's Ningxia Red for a year, an entire year supply of Ningxia Red. It's an entire huge Thieves household pack, an iPad, and it's valued at $1,850 US for that pack. Platinum in 5. All the diffusers, all the oils, all the luggage, valued at $4,300 US. Pretty cool. So this is all laid out. It is a bonus on top of the ability to earn a trip. It's a bonus on the ability to earn a great commission check for sharing Young Living. It's just there as an extra carrot and reward for those who reach those guidelines. I know we've had, if anybody in here has earned from the Elite Express, if you just want to wave around so we can celebrate you, don't be shy. Stand up. Hanging over there, cam loops. But this is relatively new. It just started up last year. And then the next thing, I believe, is EI3. So that's the Aria. That is my description of this diffuser, it's like the Mercedes-Benz of diffusers. Because all cars get you from A to B. They all get there. They all drive the speed limit in some way or form, but some do it in a little more flair and style. So the Dewdrop diffuser is my first car, Honda Civic. It's reliable, it works, it gets you from A to B. I love my Honda, I had 2 of them, and it does the trick. But it doesn't have any extra stuff unless you paid for it, you upgrade it. Whereas this diffuser has it gets you from A to B, but it's got a wooden base, glass dome, it's got built-in speakers, remote control, it's got built-in music, or you can just plug your own iPod in or whatever and make it run from that. And fun fact, the supplier we buy this from, most of the diffusers are not made by Young Living. They buy them from diffuser companies. But this supplier, when they sell this diffuser, it's $370 US is what they sell it for. And we get it in Canada for I think $270 Canadian versus $370 US. Branded Young Living, comes with oils. high value product, because Young Living, their bread and butter is oils. The diffusers are great means to disperse them in the air, so that's a great diffuser. You should have one. You should get one for free. The next slide is essential oils enhancements. So again, this is the backbone of our business. Instead of just somebody buying a product once and experiencing like a one-hit wonder, one-kit wonder, and then never getting immersed in the Young Living lifestyle, they've created a great customer loyalty program for you to offer to members so they can, when they make the switch into a more healthier lifestyle, they get better perks for doing it and shopping smart. So, first 3 months, let's just take it back. First 3 months, you get 10% back in free product points, and after 3 months, they'll give you a free bonus oil. In Canada, you've got an even extra perk. If you do 100 PV for your first 3 months, you get a free diffuser and a free oil and 10% back. Like, a lot of money, because they know that if somebody can make it to the first 3 months and really immerse themselves, then we've got a very high stick rate with people because they make that lifestyle switch. Month 4 switches to 20% back. Prior to this change in September of last year, so if who here has like not been a member, has joined from September of last year onwards? Like, so we got like, put them higher. There you go. So I'd say half the room. So Throwback Thursday / Saturday, prior to September of last year, it took you 12 months to get the 20% back. So you earn 10% from month 1 to 6, 15% from month 6 to 12, and then 20% from month 12 onwards. No free oils. Now, 20% at month 4, free oils at 3, 6, 9, 12 months. They've got the free diffusers built in there at 3 and 9 months. And then after the 25 months, they bump you an extra 25%, so you're at 25% total, an extra 5%. Complete enhancements from where we're at. Yeah. Great question. So if you joined prior to September, you start back at month 1 for the gifts. So everyone was on month 1 for month 3, month 6 for those free oils. However, your points go to wherever you're at. So on September 1st, I jumped from 20% to 25%. Just got a 5% raise. Woo, woo, more than most people get on their job every single year. You got it just in your free points. So everyone right now, if you've been on since September, you should have gotten a grapefruit maybe last month. I don't know. But at the 3rd or 4th month. And then at month 6, you get Copaiba. Month 9, Black Spruce. And at month 12, so like next September, Gary's formulating an exclusive blend called Loyalty. You only get it if you've been on Essential Words for 12 full months. So we'll get that. And then every 12 month onwards, you'll get that a reformulated version of that or a new one. So 12, 24, 36, etc. So when you look at what it was before, which is great, you know, anyone like collect like Shoppers Optimum points? I remember as a kid, I had like a Shoppers Optimum card, but like I never actually used the points. I was like, oh, you get 5,000 bonus points, but like 5,000 points is worth like 5 cents. And anyway, you never know what these points are for. It's really hard to use. This is very easy. It's on your virtual office. Every single product you can use for points has a little blue like ribbon on it, so you can see this point's eligible, product's eligible. Great program. This has increased our Essential Rewards rate dramatically in the past 6 months. It is a phenomenal addition. So this is going to make 2017 even better because you've got so much value to offer people. If they want to make a lifestyle switch and to make their way into a healthier life, we can provide great products that work with results and have high value customer loyalty program that's very competitive. And the next slide is about starter kits. So right now we've got 2 starter kits, an essential oils kit, which is on sale, as you heard, 10% off until the end of the month. So that's great value. And then there's also a Ningxia Red starter kit if you've got someone who's more interested in that starting point. This year they will launch a Thieves starter kit, so you have a 3rd option. So that will just give people more options. And as of last month, as of December 16th, Young Living Canada allows you to place a starter kit on Essential Rewards easily during the enrollment process. So when you're signing somebody up or they're joining, they've got 2 options. Option 1 is just placing a starter kit order. Option 2 right below it is placing a starter kit order on the Essential Rewards program. So they'll get their starter kit, they'll get points back, and they'll already be through month 1, so they'll be getting closer to free oils, free diffusers, and they're just starting off on a better path. That is exclusive to Canada. They don't have that in the US. The diffuser promo, they don't have it in the US. Lots of these things, I believe all are in this booklet somewhere. This is why we use it, because it's everywhere. I'll find the page for you. But not only is this program, like, it's a really great program, but we've got some extra perks in Canada because we, like, again, we're a separate business. We've got a separate budget. They invest their money however they want to and however they see fit, and we see the value in investing in Essential Rewards. So on page 11 and 12 of your book on the oily life side is where you will see these perks, like that exact same graphic I just had up on there is right here on the side of your book with all the other perks, discounted shipping, customizable monthly rewards. And then we've got kind of like a getting started track for you to follow with yourself and your people. So month 1, people place the starter kit on Essential Rewards. Month 2, a great one is the Thieves ER kit. Month 3, a Ningxia Red ER kit. And then by that point, you'll earn this free diffuser, another dewdrop. Who doesn't want 2 cars parked in their garage, 2 diffusers parked in there, 2 Honda Civics. And then a month 9, if you stick at for 9 months, you'll get this free Aromlux diffuser. That one is exclusively designed for Young Living. Gary designed that one himself. That's a Young Living exclusive. But there's so much value in this program. We really need to make sure that we're sharing it. I love these books. These are what we use for intro meetings, starting new people, because when you flip through it, have you guys ever flipped through these yet? Did you do it earlier today? You do a walkthrough? Yeah? No. So this book, like, just picture if this was at your very first exposure, like, page 1 has all the Young Living contact info, customer service, will call, all the emails for Young Living. If you got any type of product question, you can email productsupport@youngliving.com and you'll get a response back on whether it's a formulation, ingredient, you want to know what this has, you want to know what that has. So tons of information. Then it goes seed to seal, essential oil safety. Quick look at the starter kit. So again, if you just got your starter kit like today, you've never used an oil before, you could limp through an intro event and learn with the people that you're starting off by going through the oils in there, put them on. Talk about their benefits. They're all listed there. They've got some places for people to make notes on. The most powerful part of our product is you can give somebody an experience with it right away. And if you're doing an event, you got 6 people in your living room and you put Panaway or peppermint on somebody's knee, by the end of the meeting they're going, oh, that feels way better. I came in here with a lot of rheumatoid arthritis pain in my knee, and you put that deep relief on, so I'm going to leave with this because I see the results in front of me. Starter kit, personal care products, nutritional care, talks about the different things available, some different blends, diffuser blends, cocoa rubs, cocoa nut, and then you get to Essential Rewards. Complete walkthrough, starting somebody right, super easy, super efficient, and they'll naturally probably flip over to this other side, and they'll maybe get intrigued. They'll go hey, I'm not really satisfied with my job, or I'm looking for a way to earn money from home, or they look at, they maybe say hey, what rank are you? Oh, you're executive. Oh, you're making that? Cool. And might introduce an opportunity to talk about that. So starter kits on Essential Rewards is huge. Just in the past month with that launching, we've seen an extra increase in Essential Rewards. So before we saw an increase based on the points, now we're seeing a great increase based on starting people off right. And if you can get in that habit and sell yourself on the value, because the people who have the lowest Essential Rewards rates, it's because they're not sold on the value themselves. They feel apprehensive about bringing it up because they don't want to impose on somebody. Whereas if I found out that my friend was holding out on 20 to 25% back in free product, free diffusers, free oils, and they weren't telling me, and I was going to use these products anyway, I would probably step on their toe. So tell people about it. Give them the opportunity to make the decision. Don't make the decision for them. It's so easy to make decisions for people and prejudge whether they want the starter kit, whether they want to start a business, whether they want to join Essential Rewards. Give them the information. Let them make an informed decision. Whenever I do presentations, whether it's right now, wherever, I'm sold myself. I'm just sharing what I know, and then you can take the information. You can do whatever you want with it. If you see the value in what we offer from an asset, from a business here, if I show enough of the value, it makes sense that you would want to do it. If I didn't, sorry. So don't be prejudging people and let them make an informed decision. What's my next slide here? Oh, yeah. PV promotions. This is very important. Friends don't let friends miss PV promotions. A little part of me, like my pancreas, just a little part of my pancreas dies every single month when I see somebody with 189.75 PV or 299.75 or 99 PV. Like, it is painful. Because this month, if you ordered